This video is based on the technical analysis of Amazon, and we're on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, we can see that at this point in time, the market has given us what seems to be an inverted head and shoulders pattern, as you guys can see. This side being the left shoulder, this here would be the head, and this area over here would be the right hand shoulder. And we can also see that it has a neckline at that point, more or less. And as I always say, guys, whenever you see these patterns, such as this inverted head and shoulders pattern, we want to see price or the market closing sufficiently above the neckline, and then coming back to the neckline to give it a test. And where we have that neckline is, generally speaking, where we look for those potential buy opportunities, especially, as I always say, if the neckline aligns with any key numbers that we have on the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? So in regards to this area, which is the neckline of this inverted head and shoulders pattern, we can see that price has actually moved past that neckline. However, we needed to actually close sufficiently above the neckline and then come back to that area to give it a test. And at this point is where I would look for those potential buy opportunities. And if I buy at this point, I would say that my take profit should be around this level over here. Why do I say that level? That is because we have this candlestick over here, and what it is, guys, is a bullish candlestick with quite a small body and a long upper wick. And what that tells us, as I always say, guys, is that we have a lot of money stuck up there where that wick ends or starts. If I can just point it out at this level over here. So we have a lot of money stuck here, right? And as I always say, the markets will always go to where the money is trapped, right? So we might get a nice opportunity at this point to buy. Nonetheless, having said that, at this point in time, as things stand, I would not buy. And the reason why I would not buy is because, as much as I'm saying that we should look for potential buy opportunities, we can also see that the market is actually at a very strong level of resistance. And it is at a very strong level of resistance because we had multiple rejections in and around this area in the past, as you guys can see. And what may possibly happen is, as much as we have this inverted head and shoulders pattern, price may head up to that very strong level of resistance, and at this point we may see price actually move further down to around this area. Why would I say this area? That is because, guys, we have what seems to be an overextended double structure or double bottom over here, which has a neckline at that point. And just like with inverted head and shoulders patterns, whenever it comes to these patterns, right, we want to see price again breaking sufficiently above the neckline and then coming back to the neckline to test it. And at that point again is where we would look for those buy opportunities. So it is quite possible that we may see the market actually move further down to around this level, and at this level is where I would look for those potential buy opportunities, especially if this level, which is the neckline of, as I said, this double bottom, aligns with any key numbers that we have in regards to the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? Remember also that the very same level over here is a very strong level of support, and it adds as further confluence in as far as looking for those potential buy opportunities goes, right? The last thing that I want to point out, guys, is that as much as we have this overextended W structure, just bear in mind that whenever it comes to these structures, a lot of traders and investors actually buy on that second leg and they place their stop losses below, right? So as much as I'm saying that we may see price come here, and at this point we may look for those potential buy opportunities, it's also quite possible that the market may actually move further down to grab all of those stop losses that are located here. And then once that is done, we may then see the market move further up, and this would give us a huge W structure. I hope you guys can see that. I hope you guys can see that, right? But in closing, I just want to say, because we have this candlestick over here, which is, as I said, a liquidity candlestick, we have a lot of money stuck there, and ideally we want to see the market head up to trigger all of that liquidity, right?